It's because they hate white people. That's why. That's the real bottom line. But okay, I didn't think this was too weird because there's a redhead meetup. There's a golden retriever meetup.
There's a pug meetup.
There's a Ryan meetup.
It's a fucking thing, dude.
Did you see that there was this Wasian meetup in New York and all these people are fucking pissed about it?
Why?
What?
They need community too.
Dude, it's been popping up on my feed like crazy.
It's so dumb, dude.
Why? What are people saying?
This fucking word Wasian is so cringy. Like, why couldn't we stick with Hapa? That's what we were using.
Because no one knows what that means.
Is it a California thing or like a LA thing?
No, I think like just most people don't know what Hapa means. So if you say Wasian, they know what that means.
Oh.
It's easier to like figure out, I guess.
No, I thought, okay, maybe it's a LA thing, but I feel like everybody used that word Hapa.
If you live on the island,
I think West Coast, yeah.
So then, but this was like in New York or something, right?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
But it just seems like an easier way to explain it to, you know.
Also, Wasian does kind of rhyme with Blasian, which works better than Blackanese. So
I think I like Blackanese better
Blasian sound pretty cool, but Wasian sounds lame.
because it's wah. That's what it is.
And wah, yeah.
It's the root. you know.
versus blah.
Better. It's
Yeah,
better
better.
than wah.
So they did a big Wasian meetup in New York, and it's a bunch of people who are like half Asian, half white's kind of like the basic of it, but then like obviously there's different types of combinations and whatever. But it was cool. A hell of a lot of people went, but then nothing compared to the amount of people fucking complaining about it, pissed off, saying it's racism coded. And that it's like it's more about like it's like white supremacy rooted, or that people were even saying it was similar to a KKK meetup.
You gotta be kidding me. That's how much they hate white people?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What did they do during the meetup though? Because if they also held like burning spigots and stuff, that would be funny.
They're just burning crosses. What are these half Asians doing burning crosses?
Yeah, they're just hanging out, and it's not like they. So it's not like they took over some like type of place where now you can't enter unless you're half white, half Asian or whatever. It's just in the Central Park. So it's not like they're stopping you and being like, oh, are you one of us?
When I first heard about the meetup and I saw the group thing, like my reaction was, that's awesome because I'm not gonna have weird fucking kids. Because there's enough of them now that we're like, they're not gonna feel isolated. Right? And then so I was thinking like, well, in Hawaii, there's just so many freaking Hapa kids that no one really questions their existence. Whereas like when you hear about like the only Asian in a black neighborhood or a white neighborhood or whatever.
Well, yeah, like our generation.
Yeah, or if they come from both worlds, they're not accepted by Asians. They're not accepted by white. They're not accepted by black. Whatever it is, the other half doesn't accept, right? And I was thinking like, what a dope time that we're living in where there were so many mixed marriages where you have hella mixed Asian kids and they can't even have one. Like they can't even have that. So cause their own community is also doing the same shit that the older Asian mixed kids were talking about, which is they're rejected by both.
Yeah.
So now they're getting rejected by fucking Asians again. I'm like, that's fucked up.
It proves their point.
I just don't understand why they're so fucking offended by an event that it's not like you were supposed to be there and now you can't. Like that, if you didn't know what happened, it wouldn't affect you at all. There's nothing there that at all infringed on your life.
They called it the Wasian meetup.
The Wasian meetup, whatever.
I think that's the biggest problem. I think it's a branding issue. Because if they went with Hapas, I swear to God, when I hear Wasians,
It's more cultural.
when I hear Wasians, I can't help but to think that they're a bunch of crybabies about it.
Wasian.
And I know it's silly, I know it's dumb, but I really can't.
Dude, I hate that word. Why do they use Wasian?
You know.
It is really bad.
So
branding.
for instance, right?
But they're not even the crybabies in this situation.
I know they're not, but the fact that you guys want to meet up, bunch of crybabies, that's what you think. Like that's your toxic brain. That's the caveman brain thinking, right?
Then how do you feel about the Blasian meetup? Because that happened slightly before this one.
But I'm telling you, that seems way cool. It seems like they're just chilling. It seems like they're smoking a bunch.
Don't you mean it seems blay cooler?
No, it's like, for instance, when I think of my counterpart, like I hope when my kids, if I'm lucky enough to have kids, that they get to have Lasian meetup.
Lasians?
You know what I'm saying? But to me, I can't help but to think they're just going to be a bunch of lazy dudes like hanging around.
I thought it was
the
gonna
root
be
word is Lasian.
but
Huh?
all right.
How do you combine Latino and Asian
Oh.
together? How do you combine that?
I thought it was gonna
Latino
be
and Asian.
El Saven.
Or Hispanic and Asian. Hispasian. Hispasian.
A panic?
Hispanic. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be pupusation.
Hispasian. That just sounds better.
Wait, so you think there's a difference between having a Blasian meetup and a Wasian meetup?
I think it's just the branding. It's how it sounds. It's just how it sounds.
Blasian sounds cooler.
Blasian sounds way cooler.
I think outside of sound, there is a slight difference in that kind of meetup as well.
Yeah.
I mean, ethically though, you think like one deserves more scrutiny than the other?
I think it's because
No, but I
in
think-
today's world, if you called something like, hey, like a black people meetup,
It's cool. It's chill.
I know it's crazy stuff. And then if you did the same event and you say, hey, we're doing a white people meetup,
Yeah.
I think that's different.
Yeah. You're like, that seems hostile. I'm
So
telling you.
don't call it that is all I'm saying.
My point is that I think
Because if you're like, hey, we're doing like a Irish meetup or something.
But don't you think like that's constitutionally people have the right to call whatever they fucking want?
Constitutionally, yeah, that's the
For
same
sure.
as saying constitutionally people have the right to.
Why should they feel like, oh, we should change the name?
That's the same as saying constitution. People can be angry online and say
I'm just
it.
telling you, this is what people see. They think with their monkey brains, you know?
They're not trying to market to the people who are going to hate on it to make sure that they.
It's because they hate white people. That's why. That's the real bottom line. But okay, I didn't think this was too weird because there's a redhead meetup, there's a golden retriever meetup.
There's a pug meetup.
There's a Ryan meetup.
It's a fucking thing, dude. So like, Wasians are kind of rare, not weird. They're rare, right?
They're weird.
They're weird too.
Oh, they're weird to you?
No, they're not. I'm joking.
No, but they're rare enough to where that's kind of cool that they're doing a meetup and how many there are. Like to see the volume of like, there's actually a lot of them. Yeah.
I know a
To
lot of
me,
Asians. Dude.
Usually, I think of Hoppas, and I think usually are hot. I think of Blasians, I usually go hot. Yeah. I don't understand what the problem is. A bunch of hot people meeting up.
I love Wasians, dude. Wasians are pretty cool.
I think you just have to look at who complains the most, and it's usually no profile pic, fucking nothing on your account. It's like, okay, you're trying to like, it's that thing again where they're trying to like focus their bullying experiences on someone who they feel like is the more popular kid.
Yeah.
How many of those people?
They're just punching down in their mind.
How many of those profiles do you think are bots?
A good amount.
A lot of them.
You know what's funny is I mean, yeah, there are probably a lot of them, but in cases like these, I think that's how it proves that like, oh no, these are just like lurkers. They're just people that are embarrassed in some way of themselves. So they just can't even post a picture.
I think it's a fake problem once again. I think it's not even a real thing. Dude.
But then what about all the commentators though?
But I think it's a whiny Asian reality.
I think it's fun to punch down on things. I think that's what people think. Like if you're just chilling at the house, it's fun to just make fun of a bunch of half Asian people for no reason.
But I think like the idea that I think it's like a weird thing where they see the Wasian meetup or the people there like almost like they're the ones putting them above themselves.
Like they see them superior.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're pissed off. If you thought they were just like a bunch of people doing something, why would you give a fuck?
A lot of them are actually the commentators, they're racist because they don't have a problem if like a Latin or black, because they see them as beneath them. But they won't ever admit it.
Yeah, they won't admit it. Yeah, they won't admit that it's like, oh, how nice you guys are doing your thing over there. Like, yeah, patting their heads and shit. It's like just because you think that these people think they're better than you, you're like mad about it. Even though all they did is stand in a park. It just seems like so whiny to me.
What do you do at those meetups though?
You just meet people.
You have activities?
I think like some of the people like covered it where they're like, oh, I'm like half Japanese. Why? I'm gonna go to this thing. Here's me at the thing. And all they do is just meet other people that have a similar, I guess, like backstory as them.
Everybody got bored immediately. You're like, oh, you're just like me. And they just walk away. This isn't fun.
I was gonna say that it's not commenters, but I see people talking about it and being like against it.
Yeah, lots of people are heavily against it.
Are there
That's funny.
specific like religions that like if you aren't this religion, you are beneath us?
Yeah, Jewish.
Yeah. So when those
You're going, dude.
when those religious people or those people in general meet up and stand around in like a park, do people like get angry?
No, they're not allowed to.
So that's why we punch down on Wasians, because you're still allowed to. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there was No, I think there was like historical reasons why.
People do what they're allowed to do. That's what I'm saying.
No, like there's certain groups where there's historical like reasons, like they got ostracized or killed or something. So then now they're untouchable. So you can't criticize them.
He's trying to soft explain this to you.
So let me get this straight.
But then it's a weird thing that like I don't understand why some people really like people are like violently mad about this meetup.
Well, don't you guys know some people that are hella radical and they mask their hatred toward white people through activism and stuff like that? But if you really boil it down to what they're talking about, they just hate white people. Like it's not actual like they want to make a change, they're against this and that. They try to find, they're like hiding behind a certain thing. It's kind of like when you have radical feminists who just hate men and they want every excuse to hate a guy, but they're not about the cause. They're not trying to make change in a positive way. They just fucking hate them. But like, I'm not saying like everyone's like this that are commentating, but you know that they exist and they're really vocal because they just can't wait to find that opportunity to pounce.
Yeah. But then like there's such a personal thing that a lot of these people are commenting about. It almost feels like something happened to them in their life where a half white, half Asian person made them feel something. Like it almost feels like they're getting revenge somehow to be like pissed at this meetup, because it's like they're not pissed at any other meetup. No, the Blasian one was just like weeks before or something. Not one peep from anybody. But then for some reason, it's almost like they're assuming because some Asian people who have whiteness in them believe that they are now better than Asians. Like it's an upgrade. And I think that that's like a belief that they have, that they think they're thinking. So they're like, no, I don't want them to be happy about this. It's like they don't want them to have anything because, you know, like they want to remind them, you're not better than us just because you have whiteness. But I'm like, is that really the thing that all of them are thinking?
Wow.
I just think they like to punch down on minorities. You know, you're the minority. You'll never be full Asian. Therefore, you're not gonna be as good as me.
You're never as good as me. Yeah.
You suck. And it's just fun. It's just easy.
I personally think that it's a lot of people who have heard the sentiment most of their life that half Asian, half white people are beautiful, and that's why they're pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm contributing to
They're
that.
better looking.
Oh, no.
What's the first thing he said? They're way hotter than regular Asians. That's what
On
he
average,
said.
per capita, but when they
Look
are
at
ugly,
Brian
though,
Harano,
it
dude.
is sad.
Because of the stereotype. And that is a stereotype. Like, let's not act like we didn't grow up at least saying that sometimes about people that we saw.
Yeah, but the ugly ones do stand out, though, right?
Because you're like, oh, you got the worst sides?
Hey, but low key though, mixed babies, they're the cutest ones, I think. Any kind of mix, bro.
And I'm like, and I'm not saying that like that's not unique to just regular people's opinions. The industry itself is casting ethnically ambiguous above anything else.
Is that goy slop?
It might be, yeah, it might be a little bit.
Might be.
I learned that yesterday.
Or they're just the hottest now.
But that's not like a standard that we're just making up as like citizens. That's like a normal thing that people are like, in order to reach a broader demographic, we have to have ethnic ambiguous people that don't look like they belong one or the other.
So a lot of people could claim them.
Yeah, it's not like people are making that up. So I really think that it's people that are like pissed that it's beautiful people in their mind. In their mind. I think it's like a common psychosis they all have.
Speaking as the only one here who's going to keep his genes just Asian.
You're gonna have a half baby too.
You got a mixed kid too.
You got Spanish genes in your baby, dude.
But Filipino genetics are so strong, your daughter's gonna look straight up Panay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a kid that's gonna look Filipino as well.
Okay,
It's
you
cool.
know what? We'll come back to this in 16 years.